Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven Talks Accessories. My name's Raymond, and in this video I got something very special to show you because I'm going to show you the Game Topper by Game Toppers LLC, which is not so much an accessory but more like a piece of furniture because it is the tabletop you see here, and I'm going to show you how that works, what it's made of, and I'm going to show you several of the mats that Game Toppers LLC make as well. So let's quickly get started. So what is a game topper? Basically, the name says it all. It's a board with aluminum rails along the edges that you place on top of a table or any other flat surface that turns your regular table into a gaming table. They are shipped in two halves, except for the smaller models, for easy transportation, and you can optionally purchase a carrying bag for these too. The bags are of a very good quality with padding on the inside to protect the topper halves and big zippers that open and close smoothly. To set up your game topper, simply place both halves on your table and connect the two halves. A friction tape applied to the bottom of the rails and the cross supports keeps your topper from sliding and also protects your table. Once placed flat, they won't move. So simply place one half where you want it and move the second half against it. And then you connect them by sliding two connector cleats that sit in a rail along the sides, over the seams, and by fastening the bolts that keep them in place. You can set it up in just a few minutes. Now all you need is a nice game mat and you're ready to play. Game Toppers LLC sells several designs for these game toppers in all sizes that they come in. They also sell bags to store your mats in with a little window so you can see which mat is inside. Simply roll out your mat and you're good to go. You can find all of the mat designs on the Game Toppers LLC website. I'll put a link in the description below. And I've got several of them. I've got the space mat you see here. I've got the Viking mat. The fantasy mat. The Scythe-inspired resource mat, the adventure mat, the green terrain mat, and I recently also received the awesome dungeon mat, which has a 1-inch grid, and a nice premium blue mat. These mats are made of a 3mm thick neoprene, keeping them from sliding, with vinyl and stitched edges. They have some flexibility and are very durable. Other than gaming mats, Game Toppers LLC also have several accessories that go with these toppers. They have 3 different types of cup holders. A single collapsible cup holder, which has a rubber tray that can hold your drinks and also has a small tray for gaming components. A chalice holder, which is ideal for glasses with a foot. And a double collapsible cup holder, which can be placed over the connector cleats in the middle. They are made from HDPE, making them nigh indestructible. The cup holders come with an acrylic transparent cover, should you need a flat surface to place something on. And the rubber collapsible cup holder can easily be taken out should you need to wash them. All of these can simply be placed into the rail on the outside, and once in place, they don't slide. You can use them for your drinks, snacks, or components, and with the acrylic cover on top, you can also use them as a small extra gaming surface. The fact that these cup holders are collapsible is fantastic because it enables you to store and transport them inside your carrying bag by simply placing them inside the bottom of your game topper halves. This way they don't take up extra space. There's also a nice dice tower set, which consists of a tray with some component compartments, a dice tower that you can take off, and an optional dice corral that you can stick underneath. This set can be placed over the rail of your game topper anywhere you want, which is really cool if you're playing an RPG. Another accessory you can add to your game topper is the XL leaf. These are particularly handy if you have a larger group of people at the table and need more space. My old table had an extension leaf I could place in between the tabletops to make it bigger, and with the XL leaf I can also turn my Holmes game topper into an XL Holmes. And you can also get carrying bags for these XL leaves if you need to store or transport them, and they connect just like the game topper halves with 2 connecting cleats. And of course, Game Toppers LLC also sells extra large mats that fit inside extended toppers. Here are the Terrain Green and the Adventure mats on my Holmes XL. I own a station wagon and my Holmes game topper fits easily into my trunk. But even if you have a smaller car, you can flip down the back seats and transport your topper. A Holmes is 43 inches or 110 centimeters wide, and the biggest model, the Mycroft, is 55 inches or 140 centimeters wide. So it's a foot or 30 centimeters wider, but can still fit if you turn the bag sideways, because like I said, they come in 2 halves. This makes a game topper portable, though they can be quite heavy depending on the size you pick. My Holmes weighs about 31 kilograms, about 69 pounds, which I find doable for short distances. It's not something you want to carry around too far, but it is an added bonus that it is portable. Since I got my game topper, I've decided to get rid of my old table and build something more practical. I needed more storage for my games, and so I built a table out of 4 2x2 Kallax shelves with a 25mm MDF board painted white on top. This gave me plenty of extra storage space, a solid table, and still plenty of room to seat up to 10 people. And with my game topper, I've turned this custom solution into the perfect gaming table for my needs. And even if I ever want to use my Holmes on another table, I can still put an XL game topper mat on top of this table and have a really big gaming surface. Game Toppers LLC also sells separate rails that you can connect to half of a game topper. So if you have a Holmes or a Mycroft or another game topper that comes in 2 halves, you can split them apart and use these rails to turn them into 2 smaller game toppers. And of course there are also smaller mats that go inside them. So this is pretty cool if you're hosting a game night and you're playing several tables and several games. And the game toppers are available in several different colors. There's the standard black aluminium rail, which is simply powder coated, and there are also rails that have a wooden inlay. Now of course these are a bit more expensive, but they have a very luxurious look to them. There are even some special engraved wooden game toppers which look really awesome. Alright, so on to my summary and final thoughts. And so that is basically what a game topper is. So my thoughts on this product, well, let me just say I am very happy I purchased one of these game toppers. It sits perfectly on any surface that you have, on any table that you have. You can use a foldable table. You can use just any regular table you have in the house. And I like the fact that they have this rubber underneath, this tape that prevents it from sliding, so it feels very sturdy on any table you have, depending of course on the stability of the table itself. But even on a foldable table, it feels pretty good. And I like the fact that these rails here, they're very nice. They're made from aluminium. They have a slot where you can put in cards, and of course they have the slots in the back that hold these drink holders, these cup holders, which also have a little space for gaming components. So you can just put that in next to you and just click that in. I have a cleat here, so I have to, have to move it up a bit. So for example here, click that in place, and once you've clicked that in place, it's very sturdy. You can put a lot of weight on there, and it doesn't slide either. It just sits there, holds it in place. You can put your components here. You can put your drink inside. Just take off the acrylic topper here that keeps the hole covered. You can just put something on top of there as well if you have a bowl of snacks, for example. And otherwise, you just take this and you push out this rubber bottom. They're collapsible, and now you have a cup holder that holds just about anything like I showed you. So that is pretty cool. You can cover that up again as well. And that's very convenient. And they also have the dowels here for if you have a cleat here, a connection between two halves, you can just put that over those and that will sit very solidly here as well, and works just the same as these single ones. And then of course you have these that hold, you know, like a wine glass or chalice of sorts. So that works as well. And so these three different types, I absolutely love them. They're very, very functional. I love their mats. These game mats are amazing. They've got beautiful illustrations. They're very soft and very nice, beautifully printed. Colors pop. They're very clearly printed, and they have stitched edges as well. They're 3 millimeters thick, which is thick enough to be very sturdy and to make it easy for you to pick up just anything, cards and such, from the table as well. And they come in their own bags, which I like, with a little window so you can see which mat you've kept in here if you roll them with the outside out, of course, with the top out. I've rolled a couple of them inside, and then I realized, hey, I can't see which mat this is. So it is more convenient if you roll them with the art print on the outside, and just put those somewhere for safekeeping, and then you can just pick whichever game you think you fits best with whichever mat you like, and just take that from your shelf and roll it out on the table, which is pretty cool. And even if you just want one of their mats to put on your own table, these are really good. Just give them a look. There are plenty of designs. There are basic colors as well as these beautiful designs, such as this one that I have here. There's the space mat, there's a green grass mat, there's a snow mat, all kinds. There's even a wood grain mat that looks really cool, that actually makes your game topper look like a wooden table. That's really awesome. And game toppers come in different sizes. There are smaller ones, there's bigger ones, and the bigger ones are divided into parts, just like the homes that I have here. It's basically 3 by 6 foot inner dimensions. And if you add the XL leaf that I have here, you add 2 extra feet of room, and that is plenty. I can sit 10 people very comfortable at my home's extra large. And like I showed you, I've built my own table. So I've got some Kallax shelves underneath here with a board of MDF, and I put the topper on top of that, and I can still fit plenty of people on this table. And it's a perfect solution if you can't afford, or you don't want to buy one of the bigger actual gaming tables with the vaults. I mean, those look fantastic, and I've actually considered buying one of those. But since I needed the extra storage room, and I really couldn't afford one of those expensive gaming tables, I just saved up a little to afford one of these game toppers with an XL leaf, and then I built my own table that has extra storage solution, which for me is absolutely perfect. I can store more games underneath and still have a very nice looking gaming table with all the functionality of an actual gaming table, with the cup holders, with the card tray here, and with the mats, everything that you have in a deluxe gaming table. So these game toppers really do give you that luxurious feeling of having an actual luxurious big gaming table with all the functionality that those gaming tables have as well. So I really love that, and absolutely recommending it. I hope this has helped you decide if you want to buy one of these as well. Keep an eye on their upcoming Kickstarter in 2021 as well. They'll have a new campaign with all of the game toppers and all the sizes, with all the accessories and all the gaming mats as well. Maybe they've got some new stuff. We'll have to see. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, and please also consider becoming a Patreon saint to my channel by clicking the link in the description below or the Patreon logo at the end of this video, and there you can read how you can support my channel and get your name in the credits of all of my videos as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Board Game Heaven.